Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about Disneyland Forward. And where are we at with that? So Disneyland Forward honestly seems like a 20 plus year thing. But honestly, every now and then, it seems like every 6 months, something comes up in the news where it's involving Disneyland Forward and the progress of it just getting approved and zoned out in regards to air pollution, noise pollution. Can this project even happen where they want to put it? A whole lot of that conversation. But today I saw an awesome tweet. Shout out to Scott Gustin, as I always say, follow him on X. He put out this tweet. The City of Anaheim released Disneyland Forward Supplemental Environmental Impact Report earlier today. The report includes new drawings, and then it's FWIW. Labels like family friendly are conceptual, but it's all fascinating. And it says kudos to Mouse Gamer for spotting it. And here it is. I was like, what? And this is the tweet from Mouse Gamer. And I was like, well, before I go into that, has like an article been written on this? Like, what's going on? So I went to KTLA and they got an article today, the 15th. And for this one, it says Disneyland's long-term plan to expand Anaheim Resort has made significant move from concept to reality after the City of Anaheim released a key report on how proposed expansion would impact the environment. So this is very important for all those people living on the other side right there. I think it's Walnut. Pretty much on the other side of Mickey and Friends. The other side of where the new villas, the Disneyland villas or whatever they're trying to call that DVC hotel right there. Because there's literally homes right across the street from wherever they're going to have this theme park expansion if it ever comes to fruition. On Thursday, the City of Anaheim released a 17,000-page environmental impact report from Disney proposed expansion plan known as Disneyland Forward. The report states that the expansion would significantly impact air quality, greenhouse gas emissions, noise, but have minimal impact on transportation and neighborhood aesthetics. So that involves like sight lines from the neighbors from their home looking at essentially Disneyland Forward. Like, are they going to be able to see show buildings? Are trees going to be so high where you can't see into the theme park? All that kind of stuff. Can people see into your home from wherever they're at? Those are all important things. And the crazy part about this, me and Danny actually went to one of these Disneyland Forward meetings that was at the facility of Disneyland. And we saw this report, I'm going to say like 5 months ago. It's a long time ago. So, now that this is all like coming out officially kind of thing, I'm curious to know like how forward Disneyland Forward really is, because this report is literally like old news in all reality. But it's cool that they're finally saying like it's official. The noise quality, it's going to be affected dramatically for all the people living there. Like, a theme park coming is so loud there's like no way to minimize how loud a theme park being built across the street is going to be. And that's what this report was all about. But when I zoom into this tweet, so all this on the left are homes and residential. Yeah, it was Walnut Avenue. So there's like R1, R2. But here, this is like the DCA expansion. As you can see, they're going to put a thrill ride indoors, family ride outdoor, thrill ride indoor. And we saw concept art a long time ago. Like, we saw, I think it was like a Black Panther expansion over here. There was Peter Pan, all sorts of crazy stuff was going to be put over here. But at the point in time, like, we don't know anything that's all reality. Like, this is just things that they're proposing, not essentially what they want or what's going to happen, like in all reality. But yeah, there's thrill rides everywhere. Holy smokes. So cool. The one that I like to read is just like the mount that it says thrill ride. I love it. And right here, It says outdoor shows. So I'm really curious what that's all about. And that's on the DCA side, because the Disneyland expansion is this side right here. So family ride, just more family oriented ride on the Disneyland. I guess one throw ride in the middle, whatever that could possibly be. But this is essentially the report that they based on. What if we brought these rides, this setup, how would it pollute air quality, noise quality, all of that to the residents? That was the most important part, to the resident. R2 and R2 right here. How is it going to affect these people? Because the thing is, what I got out of these reports when we did that meeting at Disneyland Forward on property is that once Disneyland proposes these, like, essentially these layouts, this is how tall the building's going to be. This is how loud a show could possibly be during this time to this time. This is how high we're going to build this roller coaster, which is then going to affect the noise level once it passes through here because it's a thrill ride. You know, all those different factors. And once Disneyland puts all these out in the open, which is this humongous report right here, the environmental report for the city of Anaheim, and then I clicked the noise pollution portion of it all. Once they propose what they're building, which, you know, technically we're kind of looking at it right here, you know, nothing's confirmed of what's going to come, but this is it. Once they propose this, and essentially the community, city of Anaheim, everybody agrees on what could be done, then at that point in time, Disneyland has free reign to pretty much create what they want to create with whatever stipulations in regards to height, noise pollution, size of buildings, sight lines of the neighbors, and all that stuff. Because then at that point in time, Disneyland could always be like, well, we're working under the conditions that were agreed on, and we're finally conceptualizing the thrill rides, the show buildings, the backstage, everything. Making everything come to life at that point in time. But as of right now, everything's just imagination, you know? So, but it's cool to see that Disneyland's finally pushing through. You know, and we're seeing lots of work and everything coming to life already from, what is it called? Downtown Disney, you know, with the big dirt field, with Din Tai Fung's going to be coming there, possibly Portos and all sorts of other stuff. But yeah, Disney Way, yeah, is it Disney Way? No, Walnut. We're looking for Walnut. There we go. This is the big one. The big one. It's just going to be crazy. So, as you can see, there's just all these like darker red, orange areas are just the most loudest. Oh man, what do we got? Harbor and Ball Boulevard. This report, this one itself is just 43 pages. But yeah, trying to go through all this is going to be, it's just too much. I have no time to go through something like this. Harbor, Catilla Boulevard. What is this? So cool. So cool that Disney put all this out in the open, man. I'm really loving it. Oh, wow. Look at this. Damn. Symmetric view include to show relative height of existing and proposed buildings. Dude, there's just humongous expansions coming. If Disneyland Forward was to be real, look at this. This is so cool. So they're trying to bring like roller coasters. Some type of hill right here. Wow. Just very cool. Very, very cool. And I think this is the picture that we saw the tweet earlier. So as you can see on the left side right here, all these indoor, they pretty much have to just do indoor everything. Look at this. The villas at Disneyland Hotel literally falls right in the middle of this Disneyland Forward expansion. And so does the Frontier, the Fantasy, Disneyland Hotel. Pretty much all these Disneyland hotels are just going to be in theme park. You could look at a theme park. Disneyland Forward. Very cool. Just very cool to look at all this. And we'll see how it plays out. All these environmental reports, hopefully things get approved. I could only hope that Disneyland Forward becomes a reality in the next 5 to 10 years. I wish I knew how to read these reports in more detail, but yeah, the orange, the reds, those are where the most noise are just coming through. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool if this ever gets approved. All right, everybody, that's it. I just wanted to go over some of these details with everybody, but it's amazing. It's literally amazing. Disney would also have to implement temporary sound barriers during construction and permanent 12-foot tall noise barriers, also property lines outlined in expansion plans to combat noise. Fireworks would also be prohibited and proposed. Yeah, there's just no way they're going to do fireworks and stuff like that at Disneyland Forward. Everything has to still stay at Disneyland. Yeah, we don't have to read all this stuff. We've gone over what we want to go over. Hopefully Disneyland Forward comes to life. You know, the way that we're seeing everything kind of unfold out there in Walt Disney World, they're turning Dinosaur into Indiana Jones. They're also bringing in Encanto Land. I could only imagine that we're going to get Encanto Land over here at our Disneyland as well. Encanto's just too popular not to bring to life at Disneyland Resort. The other ones too that we've seen or we're about to see is Frozen Land came to life. We're going to see a Peter Pan area come to life, and also to Tangled. Just so much is coming to life from like a Fantasyland perspective. So I feel like a lot of those properties could possibly come our way. And you know, we've heard in those earnings calls and stuff like that from the Walt Disney Company that Disney Plus and essentially their media is going to be the arrow that leads the way of wherever these theme parks are trying to go. And the big one, you know, I still say turning red. We saw Scott Gustin tweet not so long ago that some characters of Turning Red could possibly be casted for next year. I've also heard too, not too long ago, that there could be Turning Red characters coming, but mainly the Red Panda. We've already seen the Red Panda come to life at a different Disney theme park, but it might come during what I've heard Lunar New Year time. So we'll see. I hope all those Turning Red characters come to life. But there's just so much of Disney Plus that could come to life. We've been seeing a lot of Ahsoka characters come to all of a sudden Galaxy's Edge. So, yep, we'll see. We'll see how all this comes to life. But I'm excited for the future of Disneyland Resort. There's just so much to talk about in the future. All right, everybody, smash that like button. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to keep our eyes and ears tracking on all this Disneyland Forward news, and we'll always cover it here on Five Fires YouTube. Bye.